This maybe is going to be the most different coaching you're going to get the whole day,
Okay.
compared to what you're used to.
right.
I can just tell based on the way you hit your volleys, your forehand volleys. I want you to watch a couple forehand volleys here from Roger, and I want you to watch two things. I'd like you to pay attention to what his body does, and I want you to pay attention to what his racket does. And I'll go through a couple shot by shot, and whenever you feel like you have a good answer, tell me your answer for each one. What is his body doing, and what is his racket doing?
His racket doesn't move very much.
Here's that one again.
He's kind of cutting it down, not a ton.
So at contact, what directions are his racket moving?
Down.
And what else?
Sideways. It's like he's pulling it across his body.
Now let's go back to the body part of it. What is his body doing as he makes contact?
Staying pretty steady, it seems like. I mean, he's got a little bit of rotation, but
Yeah, watch the writing on his shirt. Yeah, it's not like a ground stroke, but it is actively moving.
yeah.
It's about 45 degrees. If you look at his, here's his starting ready position
Yeah. Okay.
before that shot, and now watch the position he goes to get ready for it. It's about a 45 degree turn. And then through contact, his body turns, and then he goes back to ready position again. So from ready to setup to finish, it's about 45 in each direction. So when you point out the inward nature of it, for me, that's because of the arm being led by the body. It's not that he's bringing his hand inwards and side swiping it. It's simply because he has that rotational. The body turns in a circle, and the arm comes along for the ride.
Okay.
So that's the out to in, kind of path you're seeing. Something else I want you to notice is, as the ball hits the racket, what other direction does the racket go?
Goes back.
That's right.
Down.
Yeah, that's right. So there's this weird dynamic where, yes, the racket is traveling downwards. His hand continues traveling forwards. And while those two things are happening, the racket face is also traveling backwards. It's kind of crazy, huh?
Yeah.
So it's going high to low, it's going forwards, and the head is getting pushed back as the ball gets there. So we know a couple things. A, the arm and the racket are being brought around by his body. So that's a big part of it. B, he's starting with the racket above the ball and traveling down through it. And C, his hand is relaxed enough that the ball is winning and he's absorbing, at least sometimes, on this shot he did.
Yeah.
If he wants to, he can absorb energy while his racket travels down and through.
Yeah.
Now, what he's not doing is stopping at contact.
Right.
I'll play a couple forehand volleys for you. His racket moves smoothly through the point of contact on every forehand volley. Some of them are a little firmer and some of them are a little softer, but on all of them there's a flow to it and momentum to how the racket moves. When I watch you volley, you have one of the, I'm going to pick on you, but you have one of the more classic punch volleys I've ever seen. I've seen a lot of punch volleys, And that's how it's taught. Like it's not, it's not your fault. But you like really paid attention and like followed instructions. I'm just gonna play in full speed, and you'll see what I mean. Like you go to a lot of effort to like stop the racket right as the ball gets there. Sometimes it manifests itself as just like coming to a stop, and other times you actually pull like the racket away from the point of contact. So when the racket moves really abruptly like that, contact ends up being kind of like just like a ricochet, where it's like we got two objects like colliding in space. Neither of them has any like give to them. This object in your hand is connected to like a very rigid like form behind it, and you're moving forwards but then stopping right when the ball gets there. And so it's very hard to have any feel or control when everything is coming just to a head and just like bam and just like stopping. Whereas Roger was moving smoothly. He was allowing the ball to hit his racket and oftentimes letting the ball win. Whereas yours, it looks like you're really strongly trying to keep the ball from doing anything to the racket.
Right. Okay.
It's almost like I'm gonna show you like who's boss. Yeah. And Roger's like, you could play like ballet music like in the back of his. Yeah. So keep in mind, the vast majority of points are decided by errors. And so, especially as you get close to the net and you take time away from your opponent, but you also take time away from yourself. If your whole paradigm revolves around like rigidity and force and like addition, that'll work for a sliver of volleys. You're close enough, the ball's high enough, but all the other shots you have to hit to like earn those easy ones, where it's about control and it's about placement and it's often about subtraction, then that whole like approach just ends up shooting yourself in the foot a lot. Okay. So I want to show you how to use your body and relax your hand. You can bring the firmness back in for the very easy, very close ones, but that's not most volleys. Okay. So open racket face, high to low, and body is delivering the racket. So copy me here and just kind of pivot back and forth. I don't want your arm or your hand to move independent of your body. Your arm and your body should be moving, your body should be moving your arm and your hand. A little bit less of this on the back end. Just bring your butt cap about even with your body. So this should be like the backmost part. And then from there, use your chest to bring the racket forwards. Yeah, that's right. A little bit more down. Yep. That looks really nice. 2 more of those. Now let me see it with a tap. Gentle. Yep. Deliver it with the body. Don't let your arm move independent. You're bringing your hand back a little far on the back. Nice, 2 more of those. Good. All right, now same thing with the toss. Same motion. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Good. Just that last one had a little bit of, the other ones are really nice. Show me a few more pivots. It's a little far back with the hand. Now let's see a little bit more downward path. One more. A couple taps, please. Gentle. That's nice. Deliver it with your body. Good. One more of those. The same thing with the ball. That's right. Yep. Good. 4 more of those. Right? You're getting a little fancy with the hand, but you've got the right idea. Real quick, don't you watch Roger? And now, watch Kevin. See what's happening here? A little rigid there with your hand. And it had a little bit of like extra flair, like at the end of it with your hand. So this is very much like the backhand slice. We want to start doing less and less with the hand, and more with the body. That was nice. Good. A little bit of extra at the end. So just to be clear, that was a nice one. That was maybe my favorite one so far. Just to be clear, we're not looking to add a take back or a follow through. This is all body led. Like the take back part of it is just the 45-degree turn. The hand is coming with the body, and the forward part of it is the body returning back towards the net. And so we're not like taking the racket back or like swinging through, but we are delivering it with a smooth turn of the body, just like you're doing here. This is really nice. So the more you trust that, and the more passive you make your hand and your arm, the more you'll be able to feel and control the ball, instead of it all just being like two rocks like hitting themselves like in midair. And you can always firm up, just like what we talked about with the backhand volley. I'm not saying that you shouldn't ever be firm with a volley, but if you don't have the ability to relax and control, and all you have is the punch, it's really hard to be successful at the net. Any questions about it?
Nope, not that I can think of.
That was fast, but you're picking up on this pretty quick, faster than the backhand side. And if we just like set up the ball machine and let you go through this like 100 times, I think you start to get the feel for it.